I met with my mentor Eli from Yvec Coaching today, and I don't know. I used to have mixed feelings about mentorship, where I was always the kind of person that didn't like a school setting, and I wanted to learn by experiencing life itself and having learned through experiences by being hands-on. And so I didn't ever realize that as I was growing up, I kind of had mentors along the way, but it was never official where I like paid them and it was like a program. So I never in my mind considered any of those people to be quote unquote mentors until hindsight. But once I did find a mentor that actually had a package and explained that this is what a mentorship is and everything that goes along with it, it really clicked for me and made me realize that it's important if you're trying to reach any kind of goal to have a mentor, whether it be for, a personal trainer is a type of mentor for your physical health, or, a brain trainer is a mentor for your like memory, attention, focus. I used to work for Learning RX, which had brain trainers, and I thought it was a really cool idea. So that's like a mentorship in itself. But the mentorship that I have now is so important to me, because right when I think I'm ready to like be the mentor, where like the student becomes the teacher kind of thing, something comes along in my life where it's an obstacle, and then I don't know who to ask or who to talk to. And of course the natural response for me is, talking to my mom, asking what she thinks about it, because growing up, that's who our original mentors essentially are, is our parents. And unless they really knew what they were doing as far as guiding us in the right direction for ourselves, we kind of end up just repeating what they tell us to do and what they think is best for us. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's best for us. It just means that's what they thought and assumed was best for us, which I think is something Rich had said in one of his video posts. It's what we become is just like a product of what most people, or the people that we respect, believe about us. So I think it's really important that you surround yourself with a mentor, not even like a program, but just have a mentor, someone to kind of vibe off of when you have a question about something that you're doing and a goal that you have to accomplish. It's a lot easier to keep moving forward if you have that positive feedback, or I should just say feedback in general, of someone who has your best interest in mind, not necessarily like a biased opinion of what they think you should be doing, but you know what you should be actually doing. You just kind of need someone to approve it, or give you like that pat on the back, or that, oh yeah, you're doing great, it's gonna be okay. So yeah, for thought of the day, the 13th is mentorship. All right, have a good day.
Some of the people on the call that are brand new, a little bit about what you've been able to accomplish in the last 3 months working with me.
Absolutely. I would say that when I met you, I already had my own business running, but it had hit a plateau, and I didn't know why or how to get out of it. So I just kind of kept doing what I was doing, and then you came and found me and started, convincing me to work with you, and I was like, all right. But then once I did, I ended up getting my wheels back in motion and like starting to climb that hill again, and it was exciting. Like, it wasn't like to say climbing a hill is like a negative thing, but it's a good thing. Like, I got motivated again to be the driven person that I always knew I was. So I hired a manager because I kept realizing that the business had grown so much that I couldn't handle it on my own anymore. So I hired a manager, and then we started hiring more people. We are still going through an interview process of hiring more people, so I got like a team of almost like 15 people. Just doing tons of things, like traveling. Finally, I was able to get down to North Carolina and start satellite, if you will, of what I was doing in New Jersey. And then I want to keep doing that everywhere that I vacation. I want to like have a part of my business there, so that I have all these income streams set up, so that I don't have to just be worried like, oh, this part of your business fell apart. It's like, all right, that's cool. I'll just keep moving, because I have like 5 other of the same businesses, other places. So, so I got my team, I got a manager, just having more time, having the time freedom. Like you always say, it's not always about the money, it's about the freedom to be able to wake up and be like, you know what, I want to get healthy, so I have the time. I'm going to take that hour to go ride my bike outside, or to exercise, or to go to a dance class, and, be okay spending $20 for a dance class. And
Right.
it's been amazing.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and I keep, like, my brain still wants to be like, oh, I could have done this without anybody's help or whatnot. But then at the end of the day, I really think about it, and when it comes down to it, in 3 months, like, I definitely, like, if I wrote it out on paper, I hit a plateau, and then I need a mentor, because I started my business with a mentor, and when I outgrew him, once I became on my own, it was like I'm doing the same thing over and over and thinking I was going to get different results. And then I knew, like, the day before you called me, I said to myself, I remember the conversation I was having with my friend. The day before you called, I said, we need a network and a mentor to help, kind of push us. We need that positive influence in our lives to remind us that what we're doing is amazing. Whether we're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, as long as we're doing something, it will move energy around.
Right. Absolutely.
So it's powerful.
My life has basically taken like a 180-degree turn, and it's awesome.
What have you been able to accomplish? You have how many streams of income, and how old are you?
I'm 19 years old, and I have about 3 to 6 streams of income. And I mean, one of the person I work with, a realtor and a contractor, and that's the great thing about this is he just knows so many people, so he can put in a word. And he put in a word for one of the realtors, and I've been basically working with him for about 3 weeks now. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
I just wanted to call you and tell you, because you won't believe it, I'm about to make $1,000 this weekend with my cousin. So probably make $500 a pop each. The Tony service was genius. All right, see you later.
What up, man?
Erwin, what's going on, man? Listen, Erwin, what you call me today? You tell me what happened. What happened when you sold 2 cars today?
Oh yeah, they gone. They out of the lot.
How much money did you make today?
Yeah, about 5 G's.
On a Monday? Oh my God, that's awesome. Most people are going to their 9-to-5 job, this job, they're just trying to figure out how they're going to pay their rent, pay their light bill. You made $5,000 on a Monday? That's awesome. You made how much money? Tell me how it works. Show me how much money you made.
Oh man, if everything goes out correct, bro, I mean already I made 900. In a couple hours I'm making 1,200.
So what?
Maybe in a couple more hours I'm looking at
1,500. It's not even 12 o'clock, man. I mean, it's not even 1 o'clock yet. That's crazy.
I know, man. That shit's fucking crazy, man.
That's awesome, man.
I fucking love this shit, man. Honestly, this shit's too good. And then after we get some space, we got another car coming down. So that's more money.
We renovated this house, and we sold that house in less than 2 weeks when it was done. And the proceeds we took from selling that house, we used to buy a 17-unit apartment building, which never in a million years did we ever think we had anything that big so quickly. Because we were looking at smaller 4-plexes or 5-families. So these things, and I'm a firm believer, and I'm sure Eli's spoken to you all about this, when you set your goals and you just start taking little steps every day, like doing little things and getting out there, and even if you think it's not happening fast enough, God works in mysterious ways. The universe works to move around you, that things happen, and they happen at the right time when you're ready for them. And so you can't ever be afraid to just say, you know what, this may be new, it may be different, but I'm going to do it. Because as I told Eli the other day, you know what, time is going to pass, whether you take advantage of it or not. So if you decide to walk away from an opportunity, time will still go by, and you'll look back and you'll wonder and you'll regret. But you never regret when you seize the moment and do something different, and step outside of your comfort zone to try something new. And that's what that was for us. It was huge, owning a 17-unit building. I didn't know what to do. I just watch all these videos and go to seminars to figure out how to manage the building.
Pretty much to trust and believe. We as a people are skeptics by nature. And I realized a long time ago before, why is that sacrifice is crucial to making it to your dreams. When it comes to money, you literally have to change your perception of how you look at it. And you begin to tell yourself it's just money, and there's plenty more where that came from. You have to trust that it will not be an investment that is lost or won't be beneficial to your life. We have to stop strangling the dollar and learn how to let it go and see. And, if you find later on that it was a mistake, oh well, you have to brush it off and keep it moving. Over time, what I've learned, and you'll find that life is more about how much you're willing to let go than how much you're able to keep.
You see what I'm saying? It goes down to the minute, because if somebody tells you if you do X, Y, and Z, and you gonna get A, B, and C, and you don't do X, Y, and Z, that must mean you don't believe that you was gonna get A, B, and C.
Yep.
Because when he tells us, even with meditation, because I'm very conscious of what I let come out of my mouth, the scriptures just come so alive to me when he says, be careful of what you speak in the presence of angry men. I never could understand that scripture, because the thing about it is our mouth, our words are so powerful that when we believe what we say, we have the ability to create with our words. And so when you're around people that are angry and they begin to say blah, 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 whatever, it does something to our emotions, and it tries to cause us to start saying things that we wouldn't normally say had we not been. I love everybody. Listen to me. I do. I swear I wish everybody the best that this life has to offer. But you get to a place where when it comes to your square, because you're around a lot of people, but I'm talking about that square, where only very few come in. Because you got to pass a test.
Of course.
It's a test that has to be passed.
Of course.
Really, because now you're talking about my heart, and that's where my life is, in my heart. And so it's like, I tell them I love everybody, but everyone is not permitted in that close space of mine.
I'm with you right there.
I guard it. And that's what it takes, being okay with who you are.
Yep.
And sometimes, you're just like, well, because people like you.
Right.
They just like you. And so sometimes they want to be more, they want to be closer, friendship, whatever. But it's just like, I can't even, for both of our sakes, you can't even come in here. Because it's too much on the line.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's too much on the line. Too much.
I'm right there with you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't even see you just get to that place. I'm trying to say that. And when you learn how to walk on water, you'll never go back to the shore. Because you just won't. You won't even look at it like you have a bigger purpose in life, so keep going for it. So what I did was started liking all kinds of positive pages, and anybody who was negative on my feed, I didn't erase them as a friend, because, I still want them to see what I'm doing, but I just unfollowed them, so I don't have to see their, negativity. So now all I see is just posts from all kinds of positive people, and that really does help, because then when you start seeing it, it starts to become your reality, it starts to become your world.
Exactly. Anything you want in life is possible. You just have to, number one, you got to believe in yourself. And number two, you have to be willing to go through the storm. And I'm telling you, I have seen this girl grow so much, because when she first started, she was just wanting to throw the towel in, just kind of wanted easy. And I had to have that real talk to her. And I said, hey, Nati, listen, it's never going to be easy no matter what you do. So you got to suck it up and you got to go and you got to make it happen. And I'm telling you, when they open their eyes up and I get this type of call, man, this is what I live for. This is my purpose on earth. This is what God called me to do.
Yeah.
Man, Nati, I'm so fired up for you, man. I'm emotional right now.
I am too. I'm emotional too. I'm just today it really I just started crying, and it wasn't this is the first time in months where I've cried for happiness. I'm just I am so blessed. It's just that weekend moment
telling you, man, that's awesome, man. And I'm telling you, Sean's gonna be right there with you, man.
Who will be your biggest obstacle? I mean, I know I was. I was blocking my blessings left and right because I was just feeling like down in the dumps and woe is me, and I, don't feel good about this, but it really is just like you having to get over you.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing, because I've always been like a motivated person, but when I've really thought about the big picture of changing my legacy for my family, it overwhelmed the hell out of me. And I was just like, little old me, can I do that? Can I change, the poverty cycle? Like, can I really do that? Can my great-grandchildren know that, I had a place in their life and I'm not just going to be a story, my name is going to be on buildings? Can I really do that?
That's it.
So it gets overwhelming. Yes, it gets overwhelming. Absolutely. It overwhelms you, but then, like, when you do your paradigm shift, like you said, then you're like, wait, I can do it. Little old me, yeah.
I know this guy. Maybe he'd be able to help you, something along those lines?
Yeah, basically that's what she said. She said she knows somebody who's been through a lot, who's done a lot, who can help, who helps a lot of people. And she's like, if you're interested, then, sit down and meet with him. She's like, he holds you accountable. He'll coach, show you the way.
Wow.
And then she said there's times where he'll literally hold your hand to do it, because, sometimes that's just the way to learn, I guess,
Wow, that's awesome.
And that's it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Green screen stuff, and like I could start my production company, and everything's just fucking moving. So life is awesome.
I'm telling you, man, that's what it's all about. It's just making the decision that you want more out of life and really going through the storms. And
it's literally just choosing happiness, choosing success, and not even thinking twice about doubt, because the second there's two pairs of glasses you can wear to see life, and people are usually conditioned to be just complaining. Like, once people really are satisfied with themselves, it doesn't matter what's happening. Like, I could have complained, like, oh shit, I gotta rip my carpets up today.
Mm-hmm.
But instead I was like, no, I'm gonna see it. Like, I like to put energy into the things that I love, and I'm feeling good about this, and I have to have the free time to do it. And I have, some people struggle and not pay someone else. I could pay someone else if I want to come over to help. Like, life just has so many options. And it's only because of thinking that it does. Like, when I get scared for a second, and I'm, like, doubting myself, all I start thinking is, this is a friendly universe. Everyone wants to see me right now. I'm in the perfect place, the perfect time. And then all of a sudden, everyone kind of notices that energy shift and, like, smiles at me or, something like that. So I've been, like, talking and coaching, like, Crystal, and she's going to be staying in my place. Me and Dina are getting this ready. We're getting, like, bunk beds. And again, I'm just chilling right now. And then all of a sudden, just from chilling, we ended up at a street fair, and all these artists were there, and I gave them my card, and I said, if we move to Virginia, if we have all these space here, like, we're looking for banners, here's my card. So I started fucking networking for my business anywhere that I am, and it's just like, it's like you said, you can just go anywhere and feel free. I'm going to Georgia next week, like I told you before, and, like, shit is fucking amazing just by living. And, like, it's unbelievable. Like, I can only tell you this, and you just understand, because everyone else just rolls their eyes and they're like, yeah, I don't really understand. Just being happy, just being you, takes you to the next step, and it's so hard to believe because you're just, like, conditioned to fucking think you have to be doing a certain thing.
Exactly.
Like, if I'm sitting at a desk wearing a tie, it means that I'm not in business mode.
That's right.
It's like, well, you could be on business mode, talking on the couch like yesterday. I was talking with my bandmate. We're talking about the skits we wanted to make, and that could make us millions. Like, people don't believe in this shit. That's why.
That's right.
It just, I don't know. Tell them a story about your beginnings of how you sold paintings, and it wasn't about paintings, and it wasn't about shoes or clothes or whatever you were selling. It was about you. You were selling yourself.
That's right.
And people like, they buy that experience. They buy the whole experience of dealing with you and having, like, it doesn't matter what the product is. It's just that you made them feel good, and that's what you remember is the feeling of it.
That's it.
So
That's it, man. I'm telling you, what we are is we're a feel-good business, and everybody wants to feel good. And what I've learned over the years, the more fun I have, the more money it makes. And it was like, I saw that when I worked in New York. I would do the same thing that guy would do, high-five people, tickle people, kiss people on their fucking forehead. And they were like, that guy is weird, but they fucking felt awesome. And I'm telling you, it was kind of my way of sharpening my blade in between doors. So every time, I would go out and I'd be like, dude, it is a fucking amazing day. And they'd be like, yeah, I guess. And then when I would go in the door, I would be so pumped up. I'm like, excuse me, somebody help me out. They're like, why is this guy so excited? Like, why is this guy so fired up?
I know, because people they're not used to that, so they're just like, what the fuck's going on right now?
Exactly. They think you're weird, but then what happens is they're like, this guy's gotta be rolling. He's got fucking energy through the roof. I'm like, dude, we were over here, and it was crazy because
because it's the attitude. It's the attitude, 100%.
And that's what
you carry yourself like a baller.
I'm telling you, and listen, I called Johnny, and this guy's so fucking fired up. I want you to hear his energy. I'm like, you sound like Shayna. You sound like fucking Shayna. He's like, yo, I'm so fucking excited. I'm just like, is this Johnny? I'm like, this is Johnny. When I first met Johnny, was so shy. He was nervous. This guy is fucking fired up, man. He's just like, I'm so excited. We're going down. I'm like, I couldn't even understand what he was saying. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. And I'm telling you, everybody with the fucking energy, like, watch the fuck out.